Enjoy the Slug Cult Show, you little devils.
We all know the life is hard, mostly sucks, but if you think it's bad right now, just wait, it gets a whole lot worse. And I ain't saying that you shouldn't try to kill yourself, but before you go, enjoy the Slug Cult Show.
You know, the Slug Cult Show is not brought to you by Bullet, but goddamn, it should be. You know what I mean? So, Bullet.
How long will it take for this technical problem to go away? Search me, I'm just the announcer. But we do want you to know we're working on it.
Welcome to the Slug Cult Show, or evening, or whatever time you're wondering who I am, then you are not alone. Most people would not know. My name's Alex Story, also known as Dick Solid, also known as, I don't know, you name it. A lot of foul shit by a lot of people, but let's see, I'm a singer, sort of. Well, I mean, some people consider me a singer, some people, what the fuck is that? I have a band called Cancer Slug. It's the greatest rock and roll band of all time, and most people don't know about it, which is, apropos. I play guitar on a lot of bands and ghostwrite for a lot of bands and stuff. Helped Doyle from the Misfits with his project Doyle, and was on the last another guitarist from the Misfits, Bobby Steele, my buddy with the Undead. I sang on his newest release. But yeah, me and Doyle go way back. We fucking that's like one of my best friends, and we enjoy playing together. And anyway, but that's not what we're here about. We're trying to fucking get this goddamn Slug Cult Show going. As you can see from the surroundings, it's still a work in progress, let's call it. But I want to jump on here and fucking get started. So come out swinging, fucking whatever we can do. Anyway, fucking yeah. I don't know. We're not really topical. We don't really fucking give a fuck about current events or topics or things like that. But I thought I'd get on and just have a minute to talk about AI. Stirs up a lot of technophobia, stirs up a lot of intense feelings, like, ooh. Like I posted a flyer with a little AI picture that a fan had actually sent to me. And I said, oh, that's cute. And I put it on the flyer. And I lost 2,000 fans that day. Or followers, whatever the fuck you call them, I don't know, whatever. Fucking, and I was like, wow, in one day, that's pretty impressive. I enjoyed that. Fucking, so I started looking into, the emails cussing me out and whatever. And I was like, oh, interesting. So, anybody that doesn't know me, I'm sort of antagonistic by nature. So I doubled down and started just unloading posts of AI, and watching people jettison, watching people fucking freak out, watching people and clutch pearls and talk about fucking goddamn water usage and fucking blah 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 and this and that and cool, fuck them. Well, no, let me break that up a little bit. All right, hi, I'm Alex. So anyway, all that is to say, I'm an old man with these grays. You know what? You don't get that without spending some years active. And so my opinion don't mean shit, I should already been dead. This is fucking a world for, the young, for their hot takes, What's another old man fucking spitting into the wind, pissing in the wind, whatever the fuck you call it. Well, fair enough. But yeah, I'll give you my hot take on this, and then it'll be the last I speak on it. So, if you want to leave a bunch of bullshit comments of blah, 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 and how I'm wrong, whatever. Well, that's your opinion. That's I'm going to give you my opinion right now because you clicked on my video. So, you know, I didn't click on your fucking video. I didn't go to your fucking page. It's like, you know, if I can, so here's Alex's hot take on it. I think it's much ado about nothing. I believe, like the old saying says, there's nothing new under the sun. And when you get as old as me, you realize just how true that is. Every generation thinks they've got all this this new way of doing things, more efficient. It's changing the world. Oh, it's this and that. Blah, blah. Bitch, the world's always changing. Everything's always changing. Moment to moment. Second to second. And you're not special. That's ego. There's nothing special about you. Nothing special about your generation. I know mommy and daddy told you there was, but they were wrong. There's nothing new under the sun. I know people like to think that, like, if you brought up some like ancient Egyptian or some fucking ancient Greek or some ancient person and you brought them to the modern world, they'd just be like, oh, and I trembled and whoa and scared and oh. Bitch, they lived a million times harder lives than you or I could ever imagine, and they wouldn't give a fuck. It's like, yeah, if they stayed here long enough, they would acclimate to it. They would start, oh, it's pretty cool not having to be a hunter-gatherer all the fucking time. And like, you know, if I'm not working day to night, that fucking we die, you know, or something like, yeah, that's cool. But watch them when they bring, like, you know, people into like one of these, like, you know, untouched tribes or something, and they talk about airplanes and show them phones and bullshit. They don't give a fuck. You know, it's like, ooh, ah, ah. No, they're just like, oh, okay. Cool, yeah, it makes sense. You know, I gotta go fucking kill something. But here's the thing. All right, my point. I think you should get to the point, probably, because I like to ramble. I get sidetracked, start rambling. My point is, I've seen, you know, so many different technologies come that we're gonna be the end of this or the end of that or whatever. You know, it's like back in the day, you know, when Photoshop came out, oh, well, it's the end of art, and it's copyrights, and you're not gonna be able to tell what's real and what's fake, and blah, 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 and you can't trust your eyes anymore. It's like, ad nauseum and all that. We were fine. And, you know, it's always been like that. You know, and as far as art and stuff like that, and copyright, and who gives a fuck? It's like, you know what? People are smarter, real people, you know, are smarter and can discern, you know, good from bad regardless. It's like, I mean, there's always gonna be bullshit fake artists, you know, just slopping something up and fucking calling it art. I mean, you can go down through fucking, you know, Northern California or wherever and find a million rich old white ladies that like fucking will like glue some pearls up on a fucking thing and say, look, I'm an artist, and have a gallery showing and all this, and have a bunch of her snooty friends going, yes, I see what you're saying with this. This is art. You know, there's always got to be some bullshit, you know. And then it comes into personal taste beyond that. I mean, you know, when Andy Warhol was like, you know, doing all of his like soup cans and whatnot, you know, there was so much, you know, this is horse shit. This is arts, you know, we lost art, you know, whatever. Or when, you know, the CIA started coming up with shit like fucking Jackson Pollock or something, and splashing in there, everybody's like, oh no, this has great meaning, you know. Man, it's like the art world, quote unquote, has been bought and sold for, you know, fuck. I mean, people used to make art. When you see those like beautiful statues and stuff, it's like, I mean, fucking, you know, they was trying to make a living, son. They're trying to get paid, trying to get fucking like, you know, sponsor or something so they can fucking eat. But fucking now you got a bunch of fucking trust fund kids and stuff bitching and moaning because, you know, they're only a few keystrokes away from the last hunk of shit they put out as art. But like any technology, it's good and it's bad. I mean, it's like, it's how you use it. It's like, yeah, I could just go tick, 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 and put something out, whatever it spit out, and to be like, look, it's art, you know. Or I could use it to harvest some items and arrange them in a certain way, you know, like, and if I consider that art, then it's good enough for it to be art. You know, if somebody considers it to be art, you know, it's like, like when hip hop and rap, when they started like, mixing and stuff, and all of a sudden they could come up with something intense that on a budget you could create and stand toe to toe with these big labels and stuff. Yeah, it's like it was fucking art. And a lot of people was like, oh, that's not music. That's just fucking taking somebody else's music. And no, it's not. It's taking, somebody, whatever, and fucking like, and cutting it and fucking mixing it and putting it together in a way that fucking nobody else even thought of doing. It's like the same with like when drum machines or when Pro Tools or anything else came out and everybody's like, oh, it's all digital. This isn't real. This isn't fucking, it'll never replace, blah, 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 blah. Come the fuck on. It's like, and now you have this technology that some poor kid lives in the middle of fucking nowhere can create a movie. He could create music or anything that Grammy level like sound and shit, or like something that a giant fucking movie company could only produce at one point. But now some poor kid could do it. And I realized when I announced that the Slug Cult Show was coming back, for instance, I posted, hey, the Slug Cult Show's coming back. And I used a little cartoony picture of me that this young girl had sent to me, a fan, and I thought it was cute. It was like a little anime looking picture of me. It had all my tattoos right and everything. So I was like, oh, that's cute. And I fucking threw it up there and all that AI shit came out. And I was like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ. It's just a post to tell you that the fucking Slug Cult Show's coming back, right? One of these stupid fucks leaves a comment and he says, oh, fucking looks terrible. Fucking pay somebody to do it. Jesus. And I thought, how fucking classist, how fucking elitist is that shit? Pay somebody to do it. Fuck you. Who are you to tell me I should pay somebody? All right, Daddy Warbucks. All right, fucking Miss Moneypenny. All right, fucking little Lord Fauntleroy. I'm glad you got fucking, gold and jewels to sprinkle around like that. Fucking pay everybody for every little post you fucking make. But this is the real world I live in, motherfucker. I'm from Alabama. Goddamn, I was born without shit. I've been homeless since I was 14 years old. Fucking just out here playing music and bullshit and fucking getting by, man. Suck my fucking dick. And then you got all these fucking, I know, these well-meaning, I'm sure, good-natured folks. And they want to talk about the water usage. They want to talk about the power, blah, blah. Motherfuckers, you're saying that on a fucking goddamn iPhone. Do you know how much fucking water was used on that? It's like magnitudes in comparison. So shut the fuck up and sit down. It's like, you're talking about these data centers, blah, 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 blah. Shut the fuck up. Same motherfuckers be buying off Amazon and shit, or shopping at Walmart. It's like, you're all full of shit, and your outrage is manufactured. It's like, you're on these apps where you saw a fucking, you're like, no, I did my research. Bullshit. You know what you did? You saw something that resonated with you and gave you a feeling of superiority. And you fucking vomited that shit out into the fucking universe, like I'm doing right now. This is my opinion. You don't like it. I mean, that's cool. You don't have to. You don't have to listen to my stuff. You don't have to buy anything from me. I don't care. It's like, I'm happy with my life. I'm an old man. I've already lived my life. It's like I sold my art, what I considered art, to people, for the most part, who were really awesome and who, resonated with what I was saying. And I had a wonderful career doing it. It was fucking great. I saw the whole world. I got to go all over, man. Places I never thought I'd be. Russia, fucking, I stood on the shores of fucking Africa and stuff. I mean, beautiful, beautiful things that I never would have seen. Not a little, homeless kid from Alabama don't get to see shit like that, man. But the art allowed me to do that. And if this technology allows some other poor kid to be able to do that, then fuck you for standing in his way. People are smart enough. They're going to be able to discern shit from real. But, you know, just because someone wants to tinker around with something and have fun, whatever, you know? It's like, if you actually want to know the truth, the only thing you should be worried about AI is like, don't worry about AI and infiltrating art and horse shit like that. It's like, don't worry about it, you know, making it easier for some kid to write his term paper or fucking whatever else. You know, if you want to worry about AI, worry about all your interactions with these large language models that are mapping your neural pathways, because, you know, instead worry about all these large language models that are mapping your neural pathways, because we all become the hive. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so Slug Cult Show. Thanks for joining.
Seriously? Seriously right now?
God damn it!
For real?
And welcome back to the Slug Cult Show. We'll do it live. Split that ass.
Oh, hold on.
We'll do it live!
Hold on. I think I got it.
Oh,
yeah.
do it live!
Shit, that's what it is.
We now join our regularly scheduled program, already in progress.
Some guests, some little stupid skits and bullshit like we were doing before. But I don't know. Just like tell us down there, I guess, what the fuck you want to see and how you want the thing to be. And, you know, I'll probably just say fuck it and do it how I want to do it anyway. But you never know with these things. But not for real. Put all this work into it.
The Slug Cult Show is proudly brought to you by Fuckits. 44 Magnum Fuckits. When you've had a bad day, when the idiots just push you too far, get yourself some 44 mags. Fuckits. Tell them the Slug Cult Show sent you. Now back to the show.
You know, I gotta be me. Yeah. Slug Cult Show. We're back. Not that we fucking went anywhere.
Tell your mother I hate you!
Oh my god! Oh my god.
I've been listening to that horse shit of yours for months. And you can take that crap and blow it out your ass.
All right. You ready, Evil? Helmet on? All right. Okay. 70s No House. Yes! Oh!
I'm losing traction as I'm running through the night, just to breathe the morning sun. And Saturn sings to me, Osiris had an eye, and a secret is a loaded gun. I follow Karen down into the underworld. My homeboy Cronus waiting there with Hades and the girls. And Satan's cutting lines for me, I gotta do my part. As for my life, I feel no shame, Anubis weigh my heart. Australia, hysteria. I see Celine, you're shining bright. Each day I wake up in my resurrection. What necromantic shit is this? Hard as a rock, I get up, stumble out of bed, and smiling, take a piss. Just about the time the twilight hours come to pass, Persephone will start to take a sexy little ass. That's when I start to shift into the true beast that I am. I feel so fucking good, Nick, you throw me out again. Australia, hysteria. Slowly I see you shining bright.
Don't panic.
You know, you've always been concerned in putting quite a distance between you and your readers. You said once that, you want to always have
me
them
and my readers and anybody else.
and anybody else. That's also the reason to shock them, to upset people, which is what you like to do with your writings.
No, I simply write. I'm not trying to shock or upset. I just write it down, that's all. I'm not out to shock anybody.
You've heard Mike and the group talk of toking up a joint. You know it means smoking marijuana. Mike is more experienced than you in the ways of narcotics, but until now he has never suggested that you toke up together. But the pills don't give either of you the desired effect any longer, and in the insecurity of your relationship you feel a need to find some new experience to bind you together. So a suggestion that only a short month ago would have been repulsive now is considered. The smell and the taste are anything but pleasing. It makes you cough and your throat becomes dry and hot. You feel like you're floating. You concentrate on one object, a tree in the distance. It's called fixing. As you concentrate, time slows down. You hallucinate, that is, you dream. This is called tripping. Your depth perception is affected. If you had to step off a curb or get out of a car, you would probably need help because the distance might be exaggerated. On the other hand, distance might seem to diminish. As with alcohol, the problems don't disappear, they only temporarily seem to vanish and return with jarring force when the effects of the drugs wear off.
Everything just happens. Nobody's in charge. It's one big phantasmagoria. Everything is unfolding perfectly.
Today, more than ever before, our survival, yours and mine and our children's, depends on our adherence to ethical principles. Ethics alone will decide whether atomic energy will be an earthly blessing or the source of mankind's utter destruction.
Possible for an artist to be a success. No.
Then would you say that again?
I said it is not possible for an artist to be a success.
Thank you.
Once you think of yourself as a success,
you finish.
You forget it.
Forget it. You know what I find is that you begin to believe your own publicity.
You begin to take your identity from other
something
people.
else. And you stop experimenting because somebody says, well, when you did so-and-so, that was such a success. Why don't you do that again?
Anyway, that's pretty much it for today. I just wanted to fucking get on here and say, what's up?
The Slug Cult is your god now. Slug Cult, rise.
Fuck this show, it's the stupidest show that I've ever seen. Stupidest show I've